Hey everybody, Tom here, and today I want to teach you how to set up Otys. Um, Otys is a pretty looking game. You can see the artwork is really nice, and they got a lot of people kind of hyped up about this game. So we're going to go ahead and crack open the box. Here's the rule book. Now I don't think this is typical. I think when they were putting on the lid, it kind of smushed my rule book. Not a big deal, but it did get a little bendied. And then when you get this, you're going to have the store. We're going to need to put the store out somewhere centralized, but we'll just pull it out of the box for now. And then we're going to have some nice player boards. Now, these player boards are cool. I didn't realize it the first several times I watched things about this online or that I saw pictures, but this is kind of like, it's like there's two levels of cardboard going on here. I'm trying to see, yeah, maybe you can kind of see it like that. So there's kind of these grooves that are going to help you slide things around. That's pretty neat. And it also took me a while to figure out if these boards are any different from one another. And the way that these boards are distinguishable from one another is the color of the shark. And for those of you wondering, I am a Sharknado fan, and that is exactly what came to my mind with these sharks out in the sky. So we're going to be playing with blue and red today. So we're going to keep those there, and we'll put these back in the box. Now, I've added my own containers to kind of get things sorted. So this is just a Plano box that I'm using to hold the cubes and these, I don't know what they're called, random keys, or they're like, I'll look it up. I'm sure it's an amazing name. So we're going to go ahead and take out those cubes. And then I'm just using these geek boxes to hold some credits and some batteries. So we're going to be using those. Those are going to be kind of general storage items. Now, I didn't realize it for I think until after the first time I played this game, but this part right here, I just thought this was like a cool design, but this is actually Velcro closed, and I mean these items were out here when I first opened and sorted the game, but really cool that we've got some compartments in here. I thought that was a really awesome touch of whoever produced the game. So anyway, the way that I have this sorted is I have baggies full of the components that each player is going to need. So this game can hold up to 4 players, and you can kind of see in here there are these colors. So we need pink or red, whatever you want to call that. We don't need yellow or green, but we are going to need blue. So I'm going to take those out, put the rest in the box. And then here are the, oh crap, what do they call those? Not scenarios. Something so good, I'm sure of it. These were called sponsors, not scenarios, sponsors. So I just have in this bag the sponsor tiles, and then these are like the contracts is what they're called. So I'm going to take those out. A first player token. We have a bag, and inside of that bag are going to be randomized things. So a bunch of tokens inside of this bag. We'll take that out. I don't need that. And then I'm not exactly sure. I think just from the punch out that this is where you can record who has won the game. Kind of a nerdy touch, but also not too bad. So we're going to take that there. And I think we've taken everything out of the box that we're going to need for this gameplay. And so let's slide this over and let's start making things look pretty. So we're going to put the store in the center here. And we're going to keep the credits and the batteries close by. And then we're also going to need our player board. Well, let's do blue on the left, because I'm left-handed and I love blue. All right, so we're going to put the blue player here on the left. Is that still in camera? Yeah, it is, slightly. Oh, we have enough space. Okay, I'm going to put the store up here. And then we're going to put the 2 player boards down here. All right, so let's go ahead and set up our player boards. We'll let blue player be. We're supposed to do whoever has the largest lung capacity. And I don't know if blue Tom or pink Tom has better, but probably blue Tom. Okay, so when you set this game up, again, I just try to keep all of the player components in one bag because then you can just hand them out. It's really easy. You're going to see a couple of different things. You're going to have, I think, 8 diver tiles. And they're these rectangular tiles that look like this. Let's see, can you see that, hopefully? And on these tiles, you're going to have 2 sides. You've kind of got this blue side, well, yeah, so like this gray border on the outside or the yellow border. The yellow border is the upgraded side. So we're going to start with the regular side. And what you're going to do is you're going to take those 8 things, those 8 divers, and you're going to just shuffle them up, and then you're going to lay them out on the central part of the board with the basic side up, like that. And then you want to slide them all to the left. And yes, that does matter, and this is overly large for a reason, like there's a gap here. Okay, then we also have this. This is going to track our victory points up here, so we'll put it on the 0 spot. And then we have a couple more things. This is like a mechanic and a engineer, I think it is. They look similar, but one's vertical and one's horizontal. So you're going to take the vertical dude, and he's just going to line up right here at the top. And then we're going to take the horizontal dude, and he's going to line up right down here at the bottom, like that. Okay, cool. So then, next up is we've got these. I think these are called keys, and they are numbered 1 through 5, and then you have an X. So the X is going to go right here under the shark, and then the others are just going to line up in the spots matching their numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the way I'm doing it now. Okay, so that's that player board. Let me come around to the other side here, and we will get the other player board ready. So same thing, we're just going to dump these out. And remember that your divers need to be gray side up, like that. And then you need to shuffle them. So we'll do that. And then we're just going to lay these out. Oops. Lay these out. So they're random. They're going to be different between each player. And then we want to slide them over to the left as best as we can. I think that one, again, I can't remember. One is the engineer, one is like the mechanic or something like that. That's going to go there. And then we'll put that up there. We've got our X token. Is that right? We want pink side up. And 3, 1, 4, 2, and 5. Okay, the player boards are set up. Now we've got to get, oh my gosh, I am totally stuck. Okay, now we've got to go get the store set up. So here's how we set up the store. First thing is, we're going to take out the sponsor tiles and the contract tiles, and we want to shuffle those. So here's our sponsor tiles, and they also have 2 sides. There's like a basic side and then an advanced side. And I think, how do you tell the difference? Well, one side just looks complicated. Oh, and the advanced side has like this A in the corner. So we're going to use the basic side, but we do want them to be random. So I'm just kind of mixing these up real fast. And we're going to lay these up in the store on the left-hand side like this. And make sure that we can see it. Now this isn't lying perfectly flat, which is, you know, not amazing, but not terrible either. Think correctly, that goes like that. And then like that. Okay, so we've got that part. And then what we're going to need is we need to take this bag that has these random, these are like bonuses. I don't remember what they're called. I don't know what any of these things are called. They're just like, you know, the things. And we need to just draw them randomly and fill out these 10 spaces. So we're just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now all of these tokens have like a bright green or yellow side, and then the back side is kind of a darker color. I'll show you those in just a second, but we're just populating these randomly. So here, let me grab a couple and show you. So yellow side here, and then the other side is credits. And then the green ones are green ability on one side, and then prestige points or victory points on the other side. So we've got that, and we want to make sure that they're all on the green or yellow side up. So we'll take those. I guess I can make them face the right direction, A. Battery. Which side is the right side up on that? Probably like that. Turn these over. Something like that. Sure, why not? Okay, next, what we've got to do is we have to populate the store. So the way that that's going to work is there's different ways to do this, but it needs to be random. So you can see there's the different colored cubes here. In fact, before the gameplay video, I'm going to change the order that the cubes are in this box to match that. I think that would be the smarter thing to do. I've been meaning to do that. Anyway, so we have one cube of each color, and they're going to go here, more or less. And so what's going to happen is we need one of these to not have any cubes on it. We need two of them to have one cube on it, and we need one of them to have two cubes on it. So here's kind of how I'm going to do that. I'm going to shake these up. I'm going to draw the one that's not going to have any cubes. Blue. Okay, so blue's going back in. Then I'm going to shake it up. This one gets one cube. White. And then this one gets one cube. Green. And then that means the black is going to have two cubes. So we're just going to add a second black cube on it, like that. And then we need to take our contracts. We can shuffle these up. And we're going to end up drawing 3 of these. Like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We'll just put the discard over there. Show these off. Let me just give you a sneak peek. So we need 3 of a color, 2 of a color, 2, 2, and 1. And then those. Okay, whatever. These are going to be the main way that people are going to be getting points throughout the game. So we'll put the 3 contracts there. And then one more thing that we have to do is each player needs 1 of each colored cube. And so we're going to take those, and they need to be randomized. And what we're going to do is, you can see these different levels. We're going to put 1 on level 5, 4, 3, and 2. So shake them up. I'm going to put a black here. I'll put them on, yeah, something like that. I feel like they should all be uniform. Sure, like that. We got to do the same thing for the pink player. And just because cubes seem to be the thing over here, we'll put those over here. And then we have these neutral key tokens. We need to keep those close by too, because those are going to be things that we'll be acquiring throughout the game. So go here, like that. And then we'll take off the lid from the credits and the batteries. First player token, like that. I don't think any player starts with any. And then finally, we need to grab 3 credits. Each player starts with 3 credits and 1 battery. So we'll set that up like that. Okay. Now, this is not typical, but I have, if you've watched my channel before, expressed reservations. I don't think I'm a great example to show by myself 2 players facing off against each other. I get them confused a lot, and especially where, I mean, I know that you can kind of see the colors. We've got blue, a blue shark and blue tokens, and a pink shark and pink tokens, but I'm just not that smart. So what I've done is I've grabbed some colored papers, and I'm going to slide these under the boards, and that's kind of where we're going to put our credits. Oh, and then we need to grab a battery. And I'm hoping that on camera, it will help you guys follow whose turn it is at the time I'm doing it, and I'm hoping it will help me follow whose turn it is as I'm going through the turns. This one got a little bent. We'll put it that way. Okay, so 3 credits, like that. Oops. We're just going to slide that under, like that, and put our credits on there, and then each player starts with 1 battery, just like that. And now, I think we're ready to start playing. So I'm going to go ahead and do my best. We're going to see if the red player or the blue player wins. If you are interested in watching that, I will go ahead and put the link to that video in the description of this video, so you can just quickly click on that, and we'll be ready to roll. Okay, we'll see you guys then. Bye. I'm still sick.